hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming a quick Trader Joe's haul for you guys. This has been super requested the past couple of weeks and I finally had a chance to go and get a big stock of stuff since I moved and figured today was the perfect day to sit down and film it. A quick disclaimer before we jump into everything: if you're looking for a super organized, healthy grocery list, this probably isn't the video for you. I really don't follow any specific diet. I try not to restrict myself of anything and try to just get what I know that I will actually eat. Before I go to the store each week, I do try to make a list of everything that I want to eat for the week, as far as like meal prepping lunches, dinners, and stuff like that, just so that I ideally am not buying anything I'm not actually going to eat or will go bad before I can use it. And then as far as budgeting goes, I'd say I try to keep my groceries between like $60 and $70 a week, knowing that I'm probably going to eat 1 or 2 meals out and order in, stuff like that. So everything that you guys are seeing here today ended up coming to, I think, $75, $66 or something like that. So I feel like that was a pretty good deal considering I had to pick up a lot of stuff for the apartment that I didn't have, and I definitely picked up a few extra things as well. So yeah, with all that being said, let's jump in. Also, this is going to be all over the place in terms of order of showing things. I'm just unbagging things as the Trader Joe's person bagged them for me. So the first thing I picked up is a bag of kale. Kale is definitely my leafy green of choice. If you've been subscribed to my channel for a little bit now, you might remember that I recreate the sweet green harvest bowls a lot for lunch, and I haven't done that in probably like 2 or 3 months now, so I got everything to make those. If you guys are curious, I'll find a vlog where I talk about it a little bit more in detail and leave that down below. But for the base of all those salads, I like to have kale. And the next thing I picked up is just a pack of raspberries. I saw that these were on sale and I love having these in the fridge just to quickly snack on and grab in the morning. I picked up a few Honeycrisp apples. I'm gonna go ahead and use 2 of these for the sweet green salads throughout the week. And then I have some peanut butter in the cabinet, so I figured that would just be a good snack one afternoon or quick breakfast one morning or something like that. So I grabbed 3 apples. The next thing I picked up is super off-brand for me, and that's just a container of Greek yogurt. I wanted to make bagels in the air fryer. My old roommate Nicole did it one weekend, like back in March or something like that, and they were actually really, really good. I despise yogurt. I don't know, it's something about like just all of it. I hate the flavor, I hate the texture, I hate everything about yogurt. So I wasn't expecting to like them, but they were actually really good. So I just grabbed a container of yogurt for the bagels. The next thing I picked up is just a bag of Mexican style blended cheese. I find that this is really good in eggs or on top of salads even. I just think this is like a good staple to have in the fridge. I also went ahead and grabbed a thing of feta cheese. Again, this is something that goes on a salad. Feta is definitely one of my favorite cheeses, so even if I don't use all of this for the salad, I will put it on pasta, avocado toast, really anything. I feel like it's just a good staple again to have in the fridge. Then the last dairy item I picked up is just a thing of heavy whipping cream. I've been wanting to make vodka sauce for so long, and with all of it blowing up right now on TikTok and Pinterest and stuff like that, I figured now is the time to stop putting that off. So I grabbed some ingredients for that as well. This was the main one, obviously. I also went ahead and picked up a couple bottles of wine just because I am out and I feel like it's good to have on hand. I'm not the biggest wine person, but I like to have a couple bottles on hand just in case friends come over or you need like a last minute gift. So I picked up this very cheap bottle of Cab. Tastes pretty good in my opinion. And then I also just grabbed a bottle of rosé. This one just looked pretty. There was very little strategy as far as flavor palettes, notes, stuff like that. This was, I want to say $10. This one was $6, so definitely not balling out, but again, just good to have on hand. That is everything from the first bag. Moving on to the second. Also, I normally bring my own bags, but with COVID, it's been super hit or miss, at least at my Trader Joe's, with if employees are comfortable touching your bags. So I just err on the side of caution and let them use whatever they're comfortable with and then recycle them as much as I can. But the first thing in this bag is just a thing of English muffins. Obviously, these aren't the best for you, but I feel like they're not outwardly unhealthy, and like I said, I don't restrict my diet too much. Everything in moderation, including these. Sticking with carbs, I picked up a thing of angel hair. I really like making this with Brussels sprouts, as you guys know, and angel hair is great because it cooks so quickly. And at the end of like a long work day, sometimes you just don't want to take 9 minutes to cook pasta, and 3 to 5 is much more ideal. So I picked that up. I grabbed some tomato paste for the vodka sauce. I grabbed some baking powder. I just didn't have any on hand. And for the air fryer bagels, you needed self-rising flour, which I believe you can make with regular flour, baking powder, and salt. I could be totally wrong, but I think that that's the case. So I went ahead and picked up some flour as well, just because I don't have any in my new apartment. I picked up a refill of the Trader Joe's pesto. This is so good. I think that this is perfect to throw on top of like veggie burgers, on pastas. I mean, really anything. Pesto is pretty universal in my opinion, and this is actually a pretty good one. I think this jar is only like $2 or $3 as well, so a pretty good deal. I also picked up a box of my favorite pita crackers. These are just the regular ones. The whole grain ones are gross, they're not worth your time, but the regular ones are delicious. They're good with cheese, any dips. Again, just good to have on hand for hosting or snacking, stuff like that. Another unhealthy splurge, I picked up some pancake mix. My friend Annie was over the other day and we were both really craving pancakes, so I figured this would just be good to have on hand. Stuff like this lasts so long and would just be a fun little weekend activity, if you will, so good to have on hand. And then moving on to the third and final bag, I picked up some fresh eucalyptus for my bathroom. Again, if you've watched any of my vlogs in the past, you might remember I always have fresh eucalyptus in my bathroom and haven't had any since I moved into this new apartment, so definitely overdue. It's so cheap at Trader Joe's and adds so much to the bathroom ambiance, so this is like an every 2 or 3 week staple in my household. The next thing I picked up was just some organic popcorn. Honestly, I don't know why I got this. I was just standing next to it in line waiting to check out, and I didn't really have anything that was like snacky. I had a lot of like produce or things I'd have to prepare, so I just kind of panic bought this, I guess. I don't regret it, but it's not something that I typically gravitate towards, but sounded good. The next thing I picked up was just a bag of Brussels sprouts. If you know, you know. I grabbed an onion for the vodka sauce, a sweet potato for the salads, and then I picked up this bag of pears. This was the only one that my Trader Joe's had in stock, so I went ahead and snagged it. I love these in the morning, or just like when I come home from work and need something small before dinner. I feel like, I mean, these are small, but like 1 or 2 of these is a good quick snack. I grabbed a bag of penne for the vodka sauce. I figured I'm just gonna make it all at once one night and then eat that for dinner for a couple of days, assuming it's good. I picked up some red pepper flakes for the vodka sauce, and I feel like this is just good to have. I feel like eventually people are gonna want it on like pizza or avocado toast or something like that. I don't, because I'm a bitch when it comes to spice, but again, just something good to have on hand. And then the last thing I picked up was just this balsamic vinaigrette dressing for the salads as well. Trader Joe's has a couple different vinaigrette type salad dressings. Honestly, they all taste the same to me. This one was the cheapest, so that's why I grabbed it. And that is everything that I bought this week for groceries. Like I said, everything came to right above $75, which I feel like is a pretty decent deal considering everything that I got and the 2 bottles of wine. Again, cheap bottles of wine, but even so. I'm planning on vlogging this week, so if you guys want to see the meal prep or the pasta recipe, definitely check back to my channel next week, and hopefully that all goes well. I think that concludes this week's video though, so thank you guys so much for watching and for all your support as always, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.